Hello, my friends. Happy Friday. Welcome to episode 75 of Why Did I Buy This? This series started as a way to help my crafters find unique ways to use the supplies that they have in their collection. It's also a great series for new crafters who are wondering how to be successful with their projects. My name is Lindsay and I am the team leader for Cloud9 Stampers. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator now for almost 19 years and I love to craft, I love to teach, and I love getting to do this series for you. So this is really fun because I get to share lots of techniques and that is one of my favorite things to do with crafting. So yay! And you guys know I love Friday, so it's just natural to put my favorite thing on my favorite day. Hi, Deanna. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Joy. How are you guys? Hi, Linda. Hi, Corinne. Good to see you guys. Thanks for tuning in. 75, we're 3/4 of the way there to 100. What should we do on the 100th episode? You guys should start writing comments and telling me what product you'd like to see on the very special 100th episode. We better start thinking about that. Yeah, say hi. Tell me where you're tuning in from. It's always a pleasure to see where you guys are at and what you love. Hi, Jen. Yes, pizza and Prosecco Day, P&P Day. Yeah! There's a lot of peeing happening on Fridays. Hi, Amy. Good to see you. Hi, Kathy. Okay, so today's episode actually is a bundle, and I don't do that very often, but this one I hadn't dove into it yet, and I really wanted to be able to see how it all worked, and I've had some really, really good times playing with this, so I hope you guys like the projects. So yeah, we're gonna, you guys are funny. Oh, sorry, I'm itchy. Okay. We should probably stop talking and start crafting. So I'm gonna do the very technical yet awkward transition to my hands so we can see and craft together, okay? Ready? Boom. Just like that, now we're in the zone. All right, oh, let's zoom in a bit. Okay, so do you guys recognize this bundle? This is from the mini catalog, and this one is called the Merriest Moments Bundle. Now, what makes it unique is, oh my gosh, sorry, I'm just reading Corinne's comment. 100 is on April 1st if I don't skip any. That is so funny. Okay, like we're gonna have to do something really cool. And I'm not even joking. I'm not even fooling. Okay, today's product is the Merry Moments Bundle. And what makes this unique is it comes with not only a stamp set, that's what you see featured here, but it comes with dies and an embossing folder that coordinates with the dies, and you can't buy them separately. So you can buy the embossing folder and the dies as one, you can buy the stamp set as one, or you can buy the 3 items together. So it's actually an incredible value at $73.75 Canadian. And once I've shown you the projects today, I think you guys are gonna be all in. Okay. Remember that the best compliment you can give me is to share this video. So if you want to go ahead and hit that share button, then your friends can tune in and they can see, they can be wowed and amazed just like you. Okay, so let me show you the products. So here's the Merriest Moments stamp set. It's a photopolymer stamp set. And it comes with really beautiful greetings as well as some images. And then I always love when they add the little splatter background in there. That makes my life way easy. Yeah, Debbie, I'm having a great day. It's Friday, my friend. Of course I'm having a great day. Here are the Merriest Frames dies and embossing folder. So these are sold only as a set, which you're going to want. So that's cool. Let me show you the first project and show you why this is spectacular. So I brought in the red velvet paper and I ran this through the Big Boss. Let me just get it the right way, like this. Okay, and then we cut this out. So let me pop it out of the paper. We don't even really need to do any more. But do we stop there? No, we always go above and beyond. So then what you do is you bring in your Merriest Frames embossing folder. You open up that bad boy. And then you have to figure out how to sort it in. So it's nice and easy because it is. Okay, sorry. Are you guys seeing me? The Wi-Fi like just died for a second. So I've just turned it on to cellular. Are you guys good? Please tell me if you're here. It stopped. I know. Are you guys back? Hello? Say hi if you can hear me. Oh, good. Okay. I can see the hearts are coming through. Okay. Hi, friends. Okay, sorry. My Wi-Fi just died all of a sudden. Okay, good. Yay, Sharon. We're back. Okay, so I'm just using Memento. I'm just inking up my greeting in the black. And we're going to give it that look right there. Now, the nice thing about the velvet is you can use dimensionals to stick that on. Look at this fresh pack of dimensionals. Okay, like that. And now we're going to add those dimensionals to the back of the square. You guys are seeing me progress, right? Kathleen's struggling, I see. Oh my gosh, what is happening today? Okay, well, I'm just going to keep going and hope that we have success here. Okay, so I'm sticking on my label just like that. So we've got that texture in the background. We've got our label in front. We're going to bring in a basic black piece. Now, again, using dimensionals is a great option for this kind of textured background because we're going kind of like texture on texture. And we're going to pull this off. Thank you guys for letting me know that you can see. I really, really appreciate that. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, I'm talking, but is anybody catching this? Thank you, Catherine. Good. Okay, so I think we're back. So we're going to use the dimensionals and we're going to stick this onto our basic black cardstock. Look at how rich that is. Oh my gosh. And I'm bringing in my new chalk marker. I just got a new one because I've already worked through one. And I'm going to use that to add some little detailed dots in the background because we love to do that, right? Okay, we're just gonna go boop, 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 and one over here, and like that, and like that, and like that, and like that, and one up here. So it just adds a little bit more texture. I already used the embossing folder. Yes, that is correct. You can see that there on the velvet. Okay, let me skip ahead to the finished project and you can see how I have finished this off. So I was laughing because I actually brought in the cute stars adhesive back sequins. I've been using these way outside of Halloween. I like it for Christmas too. It is kind of like a macabre kind of Christmas card, but I really like the black and the red together. So I'm okay with that. So that's project number 1. So we're just straight embossing and using the dies together to create that textured background frame. Okay. Let's move on to the next project. The next one is, this is probably my favorite, but it's not the PYP card, although if you want to call it PYP, you can. I'm just going to kind of zoom out a little bit. Can I do that? Sometimes once you've zoomed in, it doesn't, there we go. There, better. Okay, so I've already gone ahead and done those first 2 steps. So just as a reminder, if you're tuning in, I used the dies and I cut it out, and then I ran it through the embossing folder so that it got the texture that you're seeing here. So I would recommend doing it in that order. Cut it out first and then emboss it because I've tried it the other way, and if you emboss it and then cut it out, you'll find that it kind of flattens the texture. It's not gone, but it's not like the greatest. So cut it, then emboss it. You can always go back in and do it again, but it just saves you a step if you do it in that order. Okay, so next step is so this is velvet, just so you know, this is the white velvet. And I wanted to color it, and I saw Stampin' Up! Posted a way to color the velvet using the spritzers, and of course I knew that, I just didn't think of that. So I've got Flirty Flamingo in with my alcohol, and I'm going to take my little frame here, and we're going to spray the velvet, and it dyes so nicely. It's like very, very beautiful. So you can see we've got the one side, and then you've got the other side. We're going to use Coastal Cabana, and we're going to dye that blue, just like that. So now we have this color combo that we've got, and it's very saturated right now. So then you have, I'm just seeing you can do that at the same time. I didn't know that. See, we teach each other, which is the best part of this. So once this dries, it's going to soften up. So I'm going to set that aside for a little bit. And then we are also going to bring in some of the silver It's from the mini catalog. It's like the silver foil paper. It comes in a set of 3. And I'm going to use the little splatter background and a Versamark. And we're going to ink that up and add some splatter to the background. I love embossing on these foil sheets. It's very, very pretty. It just creates a super elegant look. So we're just kind of going around the edges like that. I'll bring in my silver embossing powder and I'm going to sprinkle it over top, just like that. Tap off the excess and then bring in our heat tool so we can do some heat embossing. So this is just going to add a little bit of metallic texture to the background. Again, this is kind of over the top, but these kinds of cards are always sort of over the top. And I feel like Christmas is a great time of year to be over the top. First of all, we really do start crafting early for Christmas, those of us who are hardcore. So you do have time to spend to be able to make those extra steps. But also I think it's just a time of year when you really want to show your appreciation to others. And this, I don't know, we have a saying in the card biz that I used my extra layers on you, so that shows you how much I love you. So same thing with your felt. You can actually, or the velvet, you can use your heat tool to dry it. And that's what I do to speed things up. So we're just going ahead and seeing how it's already starting to lighten as we use our heat tool to speed up the drying time. So it really does make it so that you can craft a little bit faster. Okay, so the nice thing, I'm not gonna make you watch me dry the whole thing. It takes just a minute or so. But then the nice thing is you can go ahead and layer this over top and see how the texture just kind of peeks out of the background. Okay, we're gonna bring in that stitched rectangle that comes from the same die set one more time. And I've got the greeting, "Together is the merriest place to be." And we're going to bring in coordinating ink. So I'm going to start with the "Together," and we're just going halfway on it. And then I'm bringing in "Pool Party," and we're gonna go over the other half, like that. Now I'm going to stamp that onto my label. And we get, oh, I missed a piece apparently. I'll go back in there and fix it. But you can see how we've created that dual look. Okay, let's move on to the finished product, and I can show you how beautiful this truly looks. So I've really been playing with non-traditional colors for holidays this year. I don't know, just it's like inspiring to me right now. But after I dried it, I actually went and put it through the embossing folder one more time just so I could get that really, really strong texture. And then these flowers are from the die set. I used the foam adhesive and put that behind the cardstock, die cut it, and so on. So there you can see is the two-tone greeting, and here you can see is the two-tone velvet that we've created. Isn't that pretty? All right. Now we're going to move on to the PYP card. So if this is your first time tuning in, the PYP card stands for Pee Your Pants card. And it's the project that's so exciting that when you see how it's done, you want to pee your pants. So this whole suite is kind of a Pee Your Pants suite. So I'm going to set aside this card. We're going to bring in the next stage. So the first thing I did was I wanted to show you what the embossing folder looks like just on its own. So it is very stunning just as a card front. However, there is another die that coordinates with this that you can run through the Big Boss, and it just cuts out the outside. So you don't get that detailed look in between all the leaves. It just does the outside of the project. So once you run that through the die cutting machine, you are going to get this look, like that. Next, I'm going to bring in my white craft ink and a sponge dauber. I like to use sponge daubers instead of the blending brushes because the craft ink is so sticky. So again, it's something that you can use to emboss with, and it does have a little bit of drying time required. But all I'm doing is taking my dauber and I'm going over top of the image and just adding a little bit of highlight to the part that's popping up. So we've got the white added in like so. Doesn't that look great? Okay, so that's step one. We're not even going to stop there because we're crazy like that. Okay, so we've got the white added on. Okay, next step, we are going to bring in some of the greenery that's included in the Merriest Moment stamp set. So you can see there's lots and lots of greenery options here. And I'm going to bring in the coordinating Old Olive ink. So let me just move these guys over. Open that up. And we're going to use that to add a little bit of texture to the background. So I'm going to add a little bit here. So we're just stamping right over top of the images. We're going to add some over here. I want to add a little bit up top and over here. Then I'm going to bring in these little branches and we're going to add some over here. It's just adding a little bit more texture to that background. Okay. Then I've got these, so we can add some like that. We don't want to cover up all the white, but we're just adding a little bit of fun to it. And then finally, we've got the holly leaf. So I'm going to add that over top of some of these. And we'll do a couple up here too. Doesn't it bring out the details, Corinne? I love it too. So now you've got that look on the background. Okay, but we're not done. So there's this little splatter background. It's like meant for inside the flowers. So we're going to add a few little dots around. Again, this is just like fun. I don't know. It just makes it so it's really, really enjoyable. And then you guys remember this technique. So we've got our little chalk marker and we're going to use it the same way we can with the Stampin' Right markers. So we're going to take that off and we're going to use the lid as a little tool and gently press against the lid, and it adds some white splatter to that background like that. Okay, now that we've added a gazillion layers to that background, let me show you the finished project. So we've added into this finished project some more details behind that little background. We've brought in the poinsettias and some of the foam flowers and then used our rectangle stitched label to be able to create the greeting. I've also added a layer of vellum to just kind of soften the background and added it to crumb cake. Do you guys like it? It's fun, right? That is such a great suite. So like I said, it's like just over $70 and you get so much to play with. So if you're thinking to yourself, Lindsay, why don't I have these products? You'll want to go to my online store and do some shopping. I'm going to turn you around so we can talk face to face one more time. Okay, hello friends. Yeah, so this month with a $60 order before the shipping and tax, you are going to receive my Sweet Stockings class for free. So if you've seen that in the mini catalog, you're like, oh, that is a Lindsay stamp set because it's got all the puppies in it and the little stockings. So I've got 4 prepared cards for you to be able to craft with. You get to tune into a live and you get to see the video of how to assemble them. And all you need to be able to assemble those cards is basic adhesive supplies like our dimensionals, mini glue dots, and Stampin' Seal. You'll need a greeting set, so a Christmas greeting set would be helpful, and a neutral ink pad. So you could do all of the cards with a memento and you would be very successful with that. So you'll want to go ahead and use the host code so that I know that you want the class, and that you can find in my events section on my web page. All right, you guys, happy Friday. Enjoy your pizza and Prosecco. Happy Thanksgiving for all my Canadian friends. We are doing, I asked you guys yesterday, it was really fun to see what your traditions are with the food. Yeah, we're doing, actually, my father-in-law loves to use like a smoker. So we're doing smoked turkey legs, like Disney style. And we're doing a ham. and then French fries, I think. It's not a very traditional Thanksgiving, but it's going to be lots of fun. So happy Thanksgiving. I hope you enjoy getting some family time that's safe, and I hope that you have a thankful weekend. I know one thing that I'm very grateful for is all of you. Thank you for tuning in, for supporting me, for making me feel like a rock star. You guys are amazing. I really, really appreciate all of your support over the last couple of years. It's really been fun for me. Okay, my friends, have a good weekend. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.